those aren't words.
Nope.
What is that? What
he's scatting.
He does that.
Yeah.
But
there's other fucking bands that did shit like that, and I'm like, why? Yeah. This stuff sucks. You know,
you can't come up with words. You're not necessarily a poet. You just
you're like, and you're like, what was that?
James Brown was notorious for that shit too.
Yeah, exactly. He was.
James Brown also had like head issues.
A little bit.
Yeah. Well, didn't he also try to shoot somebody?
Pull up on my phone.
I got a couple of things that I definitely want to talk about on the show today.
Well, that's good. You're already boring me.
Yay! Good. Then my job is complete.
No, did you guys hear
Ooh, here's the show. Welcome to the Garbage Pail Skids podcast. I'm Shane Kopke, and I'm the host, and I'm here with
Eventually that'll stick.
Tim Gage. And Kevin McNichols, who is starting his own show called Whose Hobo's in My Mouth? A story of bridge trolling.
It's going to be on Netflix this summer.
Yeah, no, Kevin's really into this. He started his own fucking GoFundMe. Apparently he needs money so he can suck off as many homeless dudes as possible.
Hey, man.
He wants the world record.
Got to pay for transportation,
man. It's a good goal. It's a really good goal.
Yeah,
it's
all
awesome,
proceeds go to transportation.
Goal. All proceeds go to Kevin's stomach pump.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's as powerful as
like
Rod Stewart's.
That Rod Stewart
yes.
Something that is not real.
So Kevin's really into sucking off homeless people. That's his new thing.
Guys, did you hear about the leaked documents that outline the DH plans for police disinformation? It's fucking wild, dude. Holy fucking shit.
I forgot about this.
What a surprise.
Kevin, did you hear about this, man? It's insane.
Nope.
Tim, take it away. What is it about?
It's government plus big tech colluding. Article hard evidence. That's all I got out of it.
Wow.
You just read my breakdown of it.
I nailed it.
I still like that.
You did nail it.
So for everyone that's in the dark, which is everyone, Kevin actually almost did that as his Halloween costume. But
it's a good one.
But no, so Kevin tried sending me and Tim this text with an article that was like 4 miles long.
Yeah, admittedly, it's a big article.
Yeah, and I looked at like, I don't know, 3 paragraphs, and I was like, I didn't even read any of it. I was just like,
I didn't even
and then I kept
it.
scrolling down, and I'm like, no, I'm not reading this.
I let Shane do the legwork on that one first. Like, let's see what Shane says. And he said too long, didn't read. I'm like, yep, I'm not even.
Yep, too long, didn't read. Kevin's like, well, here, watch this 40-minute video.
Yeah, then I sent a 40-minute video, and then that was too much. So then I found an 11-minute video, and that was still too much.
And I was like,
too.
11-minute videos. Do you have 3 words you can describe this in?
Yeah. I tried.
And he still used like
like
7
7.
words.
No, he hyphenated them to make them one word.
Oh, that's how he did it.
Yeah. No, this is one word now.
I tried to cheat.
You trickster.
Hey, man, there was just too much to get out in 3 words.
So sum it up for us, because I
basically the reason why the article was so big.
Wait. Start with what this is about.
So this is about the.
You got to start there.
All right then. Well, so the.
I already fucking said what it was.
So
No.
basically, this big expose has been released by the Intercept, and what it shows is hard evidence that proves that the Department of wait, what was
Hard Evidence is actually Kevin's favorite gay porn movie.
Well, hey, it's a masterpiece. What can I say? Stanley Kubrick's only porno.
It's on my chest.
But the DHS and the Biden administration, as well as other groups within institutions like intelligence community, FBI, CIA, those kinds of groups, they have been colluding with big tech companies like Twitter, Facebook, and others to censor and silence political rivals and people that basically just don't go along with the narrative that they're putting out.
All our power goes out. Like, what the fuck just happened?
But basically what the article was, and the reason why it was so big is there was Yeah, but now there's proof of it. There wasn't proof before. There was just...
I think the digging really started big time. I'm sure there was digging before, but when Rogan had on fucking Facebook dude.
Yes, I agree. When he let that
said
thing
that
slide
basically
about,
the FBI was like, yeah, start pulling shit.
Yeah. That's where everyone was like, whoa, did he just say that shit? Yeah, and
then Facebook puts out a thing the next day like, we didn't mean any of that.
Yeah, exactly.
Signed at the bottom, FBI.
Right, yeah. Because that's what they always do when they get caught red-handed is they come out the next day with some, oh, that didn't really happen.
Yeah.
Or we didn't mean
it's
that.
It's the Gulf of Tonkin all over again.
He was on cough medicine, and he was feeling under the weather.
Yeah.
So that wasn't really him talking.
He wasn't thinking.
That was
clearly.
actually Kevin yesterday.
It was the drugs.
You know what it's like when you take some NyQuil and you're just kind of.
He hasn't been with a lady in a long time, so he's a little depressed, and so he starts to spout off about things. It's fine. It's Zuckbuck. We just have to charge his batteries. He's fine.
Yeah.
He is an android.
He is. I know.
He is.
You see the way he drinks water?
Progressively getting more and more androidian. Androidian? We'll call that androidian. Yeah, I like that. We're going to call him Androidian.
What?
Androidian.
Hi, I'm Tim. I make up my own words.
I just did
My
now,
name is Mark Zuckerberg. You are all my slaves.
Well, that's a character from...
Grandma's Boy.
Grandma's Boy, yeah. God, I fucking
Kevin
hated that character.
Kevin never plays along with the fucking thing where I stop and I go, I don't know, Tim, you take it away. Figure it out. And then he just immediately spouts it out. I'm Grandma's Boy.
to move it along, Shane. No one wants to hear me drown on.
No,
was that guy
I enjoy the fuck out of it.
Has, that thing with the God, what was it?
There was a monkey in that or something. I think the guy jerked off on that dude's mom on accident.
It had something to do with the
you jerked off on my mom.
Syphilis or something like that. I can't remember.
No, you came on.
So yeah, basically what you were saying is what we all knew, and now there's proof saying, oh, the FBI is involved in censoring.
Wouldn't it be funny if the article was actually just like one word long and it just said "duh"?
I would have read that.
Yeah,
I'd have been like, Kevin, holy shit, this is groundbreaking.
Well, at this
I got to see the video on this one.
Yeah, and I mean at this point, if anybody doesn't believe
it's somebody going, you didn't know?
Well, and then also there was another article that came out. Now this has something to do with COVID, and what it has to do with it is apparently the Atlantic. They're saying that we need to give a COVID amnesty to all the people that were overreacted, and basically almost became fucking Nazis.
And closed down all the schools and everything. Like when we
out
knew
of
that.
Pure
what do you mean? Give them amnesty? Well, what, are they being persecuted right now?
Just let them go. Let them
go.
Oopsies, things happen.
They don't have to be held accountable for the things they do.
Now, my thing is,
and the lies
let's
they
not
ruin.
go and fucking destroy everybody, but let's be like, hey, look, you can't be in charge of that shit anymore.
Yeah. No,
you're a decision maker, and that's your decision.
Yeah.
You're overreacting.
I think that some people should take accountability. People like government, people that push this. Not regular folks,
board people?
Yeah, school board people, government folks that lied directly to the American people's faces every fucking day.
The CDC would say things like, yeah, the masks you guys are wearing, that's not doing anything.
Yeah, it's garbage.
Or, hey, kids aren't really that at risk. It's almost a nothing.
Yeah,
it's almost zero.
So now, who's making this move towards persecuting these people? For
no, it's because they know that they're about to lose. Well, they know that now that the Republicans are about to take
you got to remember,
positions.
There's an election.
Yeah, and they know they're going to lose. So what they're trying to do is trying to go, hey guys, remember all that shit we did to you in COVID? How horribly we treated you and we lied the whole time? Please don't. Please don't come after us for that and make us be accountable.
This guy supports, what was it, abortions, and that's their standpoint now. It's like, oh, this person, they're
who?
At least if I heard some of the radio spots of local. I don't want to name names.
No. I want to hear.
I don't want to name names.
Name names
because I don't want to support any candidate on this platform. Is the thing.
Well, it's
when they say, "Oh, this person's,"
you can name names.
This is a MAGA Republican, and this person supports abortion. You shouldn't vote for them. It's like, well, that's, I don't hear much about the COVID arguments.
Because their whole platform, the Democrats, it's only about abortion and basically smearing the other side.
They've also looked at the metrics, and if you mention Trump, people get angry.
Yeah, I think
that's what
they're
it
pulling
is.
that. Like I kind of roll my eyes every time I hear something. Well, and they're a MAGA Republicans. Like,
Yeah.
who fucking cares?
Oh, yeah.
It makes them the devil or
Oh,
what?
No,
it's-
it's
well, they
because
want you
went
to
for-
believe that.
They went for years saying that anybody that supports Trump is automatically a Nazi.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's like some people supported Trump because they were like, I think
They
that
like
we're
money.
growing the way that we need to go, not the social shit,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
Monetarily, shit like that.
Yeah.
Industry.
I'm a fan of money, and I'm a fan of keeping the money that I earn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
well-
I can tell you one thing. After Biden became president, I actually compared my paychecks. Way more taxes being taken out.
yeah, well,
I was
yeah.
making less money when Biden came into office. Within the month of him coming in
Well,
office.
part of that is the whole stimulus that they gave us. We got to pay that back. We're going to be paying that back.
That's
in a couple of
that's
years.
what's one of the things that's caused inflation.
Well, I thought that was a dumb fucking move anyway.
it was a horrible move. Yeah. It
For
was-
one, it made people not want to work.
Yep.
Which
Which is still a problem.
Well, and then
I don't see
not
that.
to call the kettle black, but that was under the Trump administration when that first started.
No, I
What?
agree. I think
COVID?
I thought that was
No, the
stupid.
whole,
the stimulus stuff.
The stimulus stuff.
Oh,
I thought that
yeah.
shit was dumb.
Well, it was always bad. Yeah, yeah. And I'm not just blaming the Democrats.
I thought
for
it was
that.
dumb
I mean,
when Bush did it.
Yeah. No, I'm
Well,
blaming.
Obama did it too.
I thought it was dumb then too.
Yeah.
Did
know?
they?
Yeah,
They gave
Obama
out
did.
Yeah,
it.
Obama did.
Obama
Because
with the
remember
housing
2009?
Housing
He
crisis.
came in.
Oh yeah. Oh, I
know,
forgot about that. Yeah,
tanked
they
and
did.
Everyone got like $600.
He
Yeah,
came in.
600,
He,
okay.
He came
I
in,
remember.
then bombed Yemen, and then they gave him a peace prize.
Yes,
and,
yes. It's
which
funny how they
I
do
find
that.
that hilarious. Like, look, I don't care. Give him a peace prize. I don't give a shit. That doesn't
Means
matter.
nothing.
But like,
Yeah.
all presidents come in and then just bomb places. Every single one. Which was the last? Carter.
Yeah.
Last one that didn't come in and bomb anything.
Yep.
Well, Trump didn't, did he?
No.
Yeah.
He
he bombed Syria.
yeah, Syria.
Air bases.
And then he killed that.
But-
What's his name?
yeah, he
the,
did
the one
definitely
guy,
kill that guy.
That Iraq
And they
Iran
bombed people
guy.
during that time.
No, but
You
it's
know?
because of the military-industrial complex. It's like once you become president, if you don't play along with that, you're gonna have a hell of a bad time as president because they're just gonna come after you.
Yeah.
The establishment will, like they did with Trump quite a bit. They just came after him hard because, he
wanted to make money.
well, he also didn't want to do what they wanted him to do.
Trump wanted money. That's why I got about his whole campaign. He wanted to make the company, America, money.
Yeah, that's what he was trying to do.
Okay, well,
At least
that's
what he
different than the
claimed
way
to
you
do.
made it sound. He wanted more money.
Oh.
And
He
he
made
was
it seem like that's why you become president, to make
Oh,
more
to make money for himself?
Yeah.
No, he wanted to see his company
Yeah.
succeed. That's
Yeah.
the type of mentality he has. I'm not saying the guy's
No,
a
I get
saint,
it.
man.
I get it. You support him 100%. And he's your favorite. You actually have prayer beads
I
and
do.
fucking
Yeah,
and they all got
picture of
Trump's face on them.
I send him 10 cents a week because there's this
Yeah.
mailer that he sends as dimes for Trump. I
It's
do all that.
weird that it's in Uganda.
Yeah.
But
But I still get his blessing. It's so fucking weird. He's the most idolized president I think I've ever.
it's crazy.
Oh, I know. It's weird.
That's how people have just.
But he's probably
Even
not.
now.
He's probably not the most idolized, and because we don't know what it was like.
Ritualistically, though.
We don't know what it was like though back in the 1800s. You know.
True, yeah. but-
Because you got to remember, it's always been who's the most popular person in the country. That's how it's always been. Now it's not as
Yeah,
much
I get
now.
that.
It used to be more of that, right? Who's the most popular person? Like Grant was hugely popular because of the Civil War.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Everyone knew who the fuck that guy was.
Oh yeah, he was a hero.
Even people that lived out in the trees.
True.
Out in the trees.
Yeah, out in the trees.
Oh,
The tree people.
The
Did
tree
we,
people, huh? The fucking elves.
did
The
you
wood
guys-
elves.
The tree people.
Did you
We
guys
call them tree
hear-
people? You don't want to mislabel them.
That's
So did you guys hear about what happened to Nancy Pelosi's husband? I don't know if we talked about that on the last episode.
Yeah, he was having weird sex
Shit
or
his
something.
pants or something like that.
Yeah, so apparently
it
somebody broke into his house at like 2 or 3 in the morning in his underwear with a hammer.
Weren't they both in
They
there?
both were in their underwear when they were found by
Yeah.
the police,
I
and
mean,
they
which-
both had hammers.
He was
Oddly,
defending his woman.
She was in Washington, D.C.
D.C.
He was still defending her.
yeah.
Yes, by
Her honor.
He's like, I must fuck this guy to defend my wife.
I will fuck you,
But
sir.
Allegedly.
So allegedly. So apparently he broke into the house, but the you can see the photos of the window he supposedly broke to get in. It's broken from the inside out. And
oh shit!
his
Let's break
security.
we got to collaborate our story.
Yeah. Exactly. Another thing is that Pelosi's house apparently has a lot of security. None of that went off.
Yeah.
Paul Pelosi had to call the police himself. So how did this guy get past
They
all the
walked in
security?
with a black light, and they're like, holy Jackson Pollock, what is going on in this house?
It's an inside job, apparently.
Yes,
one of the
it's an
staff.
internal job.
So now they're trying to claim that this guy was a MAGA, crazy, radical
Jesus.
MAGA guy, but
But
apparently
he was like a hippie that lived on a commune.
lived in a hippie commune
There's a
with a
lot
bunch
of
like
MAGA people there.
Yeah, with like fucking weed and like LGBTQ like flags hanging from the fucking. Yeah, he was making like hemp beads or something,
Yeah.
like hemp necklaces or something. That's his job. Like, yeah, that guy's a MAGA Republican.
What's he
Bullshit.
doing hanging around with Pelosi's wife?
I know.
Pelosi's husband?
I know. Yeah.
Well, apparently there's been
So
rumored
there's
for a
rumors.
long time
that
that he's actually just gay.
Yeah, that
Oh,
Paul
that's
Pelosi's
so
got
cool. Yeah, who
a
cares?
secret life.
Yeah, but who cares about that?
Well, no, I mean I don't give
Well,
a shit. But
it is
but
kind of
I like the
funny.
idea of him being like going after the hippie guy and calling him a MAGA.
Well, it's not him. It's
Yeah.
all their
it's the
publicists
establishment,
and all that
the
shit.
media, and all that. Yeah,
They're like,
'Cause-
no, we've got to frame this the
that
right way.
movie,
yeah,
Our Idiot
that's
Brother.
exactly it.
You know
it's
that
about
guy?
framing it.
I haven't seen that at all.
That's pretty good.
I know it's called Paul Rudd, but
Yeah.
outside of that, I don't
He's
know
just-
anything about it.
Just a nice dude. Just a nice dude in a bad situation everywhere. You know, something bad always happens. He's just being nice, but he gets arrested because a cop tries to buy weed from him. And he knows he's a cop. The cop's like, hey, can I get some weed? He's like, no, you're a cop. I'm not going to sell you. He's like, I know, man, but I really need some weed right now. And Paul, are you sure? I was like, yeah, I won't tell anybody. And so he sells the cop weed. He's like, I'm going to have to put you under arrest now. It was so fucked up.
I think that's what happened in the Pelosi house.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's what I'm
happened.
likening it unto. It's like
He's
it's,
like,
it's this guy's like,
Now we're gonna do this thing. He's like, but I really can't. Why are we bringing hammers into this?
well, we got to break
the
some
fact
windows, don't we? We're gonna rattle some brains.
Well, what I find fascinating is that they're both in their underwear and they were both wielding hammers.
Well, another thing is allegedly when Pelosi called the police,
Yeah.
knew the guy by name and everything.
Yeah, and he said he referred to him as a friend.
Yes,
I heard.
Me and my friend are fighting.
Yeah.
And he put it in air quotes. Weirdly enough, me and my friend were fighting.
Yeah, you knew the guy's name. He said his name was like David or something, right?
Yeah.
I think,
Nothing's
yeah.
gonna
so.
come of this. It's just
Except
just,
us.
It's just conversation. That's
Yeah.
all it is. But man, I mean, nothing's gonna change because of this. It's like I don't even think Nancy Pelosi gives a flying fuck.
Probably not.
I think a lot of
No.
those political heads.
She's
just
like,
don't give a
I'm worth
shit.
200 million. I
Yeah,
don't care.
she's so rich. She doesn't
Yeah.
give a damn.
And she's 114.
She's not even worried about PR on this. She's like, well,
Nah.
how do we?
She's not worried about PR on fucking
Anything.
insider
That's-
trading.
That's what I mean. It's like,
Exactly.
I think she realized that she's pretty much untouchable. She doesn't
Well,
give a fuck.
And there's and also
Well,
she
yeah,
knows she's not going
She's
to.
second in line for the presidency.
That's
yeah.
what I mean. She's got nothing
she,
to worry
She also
about.
knows that she's probably not going to be in office for much longer because look how old she is. Like she's going to
Dude,
be
she's
leaving.
No,
No,
she's,
she's
she's
going
eating
until
the
she's dead.
hydrochrome or whatever
Yeah,
it is.
yeah.
She's fine.
Oh yeah, she'll be around for the next 100 years
Yeah.
She's going to be around.
She's
for
got
a
to
while.
hang upside down in her fucking,
in her cave.
Yeah.
She'll be just fine with all those children's.
That's actually where
Adrenal-
Tim
Yeah.
ended up
glands.
getting his fucking IV drip lines.
Yeah, probably.
It's actually all adrenochrome that's on that shit.
I buy mine straight from Hillary Clinton.
Yes.
Yeah,
She's got the best.
She's got a
best
good
shit.
Yes,
supply, doesn't
yes,
she?
Kevin buys it at that pizza place.
Yeah, exactly.
Good thing you weren't there that day that guy shot it up.
Yeah, the one without a basement. Apparently.
Yeah. Well,
Supposedly there were supposed to be tunnel systems down below it
of
and everything.
course,
There was
there's
no
always
basement.
tunnel systems.
Yeah.
I
don't know why
missed something
people-
here. You guys had some story you gonna share?
The
or
pizza. Do you remember the
You don't
Pizzagate
remember?
shit?
You don't know Pizzagate?
Did we brush up on Pizzagate?
I think a while back.
I don't know.
we might have talked
Anybody
about it,
that's
but-
anybody has heard of Pizzagate except you.
Oh, the children thing.
yeah.
Yeah, okay, I remember that now.
Weird now. All of a
The
sudden,
cheese
Tim
pizza.
knows children thing.
Yeah, that rings a bell.
Yeah, it brings up memories.
Yeah, fond, full memories.
Yes, fondle memories.
Fondle memories.
Hey, woo!
Woo!
Jokes, folks. I got jokes, folks.
Tim says things and thinks that they're funny.
It was pretty funny. Dad jokes is what I call them. Oh boy. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was another thing that I remember. We were talking about the Batman stuff.
Yeah.
I now realize the emo Batman who that actually is. Remember Wedding Crashers?
Yeah.
It's the fucking creepy kid.
Oh wait, the creepy little brother?
Yes.
The one that was like
Jacks
in
off
love
and
with
shit like that.
the one that was in love
the
with Vince Vaughn.
That's the emo Batman.
Yeah.
It's the same fucking guy.
Dude.
I could see that. Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
just a
I
little
can
more
see it, too.
subdued because they finally got him on his meds.
Yeah.
You know?
Or
he's
finally
like,
slept with
I'm
Vince
not
Vaughn.
going to try to fuck everyone here. You know? Tie you up.
Where's
Although,
Vince?
I think he's tied people up in it.
Where's Vince?
I think he did tie.
He tied Vince Vaughn up.
It's been so long.
I'm not
since I
talking
watched
about that in the
Oh.
in the Batman one.
Oh, in the Batman one? Oh,
Yeah, we know that he tied up Vince Vaughn.
Yeah.
that was
Did
obvious.
that
Actually,
creepy
he
painting.
didn't tie him
Oh
up.
no, it was the girl that
Yes.
did, but she
Isla,
left him tied
Isla
up.
Fisher. I
Yeah.
have no idea what her character name's in there.
I don't
but
either.
Hot chick.
But I remember she was like obsessed with
Yeah,
Vince
she
Vaughn
plays
as
hot
well.
crazy really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just like how. But you were a virgin. Oh, I just said that. I thought that's what you wanted to hear.
That's what all.
No.
I never tell you that. I was like, okay, yeah, you're a virgin. Me too. I don't know what I'm doing. It's my first time. Well,
Well,
that's
it's a-
not it. It's like
well-
I think it is.
What was it he called her? Like it was like an in stage 3 clinger or something like
Yeah,
that.
stage-
In
Yeah.
stage clinger or some shit. Yeah.
Yeah, he was talking shit about her the whole time, and
Yeah.
I'm still seeing her just because he dug her, dude. That's
Yeah.
what I liked about it as well.
Well, and then Owen Wilson had Jane Seymour coming after him, like, check out
And
my
then she would
titties.
slap him when he
Yeah.
touched him.
Fucking- you tell me you motorboated him. You motorboated, but
You motorboat
you
sailor,
motorboat
you.
son of a bitch.
It's not Motorboat Sailor.
No, wasn't that what Vince Vaughn said? He's like, "Oh, you motorboating sailor,
no,
you."
he called him a sailor at first, and then he's like, "Oh, you motorboating son of a bitch."
Yeah.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay, it's been a while.
No, that's fine, Kevin. It's fine.
That was a really.
No, you
It's
really-
probably
you
been like 10
That
years
was
since I've
like
seen
10
that movie.
second blip, but that thing was really good. That was
What?
funny. That one scene right there,
Yeah.
where Vince Vaughn was going on about motorboating.
Well,
It was
Vince
fucking
Vaughn's
This
a
is
hilarious.
funny
hilarious.
dude.
Yeah.
And that was weird too. Is like all the movies I've saw of Vince Vaughn, I've seen, weren't funny up until he wasn't a comedic actor. Like
No, he wasn't originally.
No, originally like The Cell.
Yeah.
That wasn't a comedic role. I mean, yeah, he had a couple funny lines
Right.
in it.
But he also did, I think, before that, he did Old School, I think.
No,
No,
Old School came after that.
Old School came
Before
after
that,
The Cell, I think.
Before The Cell was his one. Him and the now director
John Favreau. They did
Favreau.
Swingers.
Swingers.
Yeah,
And
because
that-
that's the one that made them famous. was
yeah,
Swingers.
but it wasn't really necessarily comedic.
No.
he was playing a role of like a schmoozer.
Yeah,
you know.
and it was more of a kind of a drama.
Yeah.
yeah. But it was a good movie.
Yeah.
it was really good.
Yeah,
good movie.
Swingers. That's what it was.
Yeah.
All right. Cell
So
was
s-
in 2000. 2003 was
And then
Old School.
Yeah, 2003. I
Yeah,
figured it was around
he started.
2003.
He started
4 or
leaning
something.
more towards comedic roles
Uh-huh.
after that, and that's his calling. I think
Yeah.
he's really good at being
Well,
funny.
although recently he
And
was in a new
fast.
movie that's not a comedy. It's called Riot on Cell Block 10 or something, and it's fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah.
It's so badass, and the fight scenes in it are brutal as hell. Like Vince Vaughn's the main character, and he ends up in prison. And dude, you just have to watch it. It's like it's such
No,
a badass.
tell us
movie.
the whole thing.
Add it to the list.
Start at the beginning.
What was it?
Kevin, it's story time.
Don't
Tell us the
Kevin,
entire
he's
thing.
being facetious.
No,
Don't
I
do
know.
that,
I'm trying to
please.
find out the
Don't-
name of
don't.
I am
the
not. I
title.
want to know this
well-
right now.
Read the book.
Oh, it was called Riot on Cell Block 99. That's what it was.
All right, is that a
Made in
Netflix?
2017.
Where are we finding that? We're gonna find it on Amazon Prime, HBO Max,
Looks like
Hulu. Fuck Hulu. Actually, you can't say that. They got Letterkenny.
Yeah, he was in Mr. Show with Bob and Dave before that.
yeah, it
Larry
looks like
Sanders Show.
oh, dude, it's on Tubi. That's free.
Oh, you can check it out anytime. you
Yeah,
want.
Tubi's free.
Yeah.
Dude, and Tubi, I've been watching it lately. They have got an awesome selection of like 80s and 70s horror films.
Nice.
Tons of like really hard to like rare ones that I haven't seen in a long time.
He was in 21 Jump Street too
Oh no shit.
for one
You know, I was
episode.
thinking
How was
about
he?
that the other day too. When
I
was the
didn't know
last
that.
time you saw a television commercial?
I see him all the time on YouTube.
No, but those are ads.
Those are ads. I'm talking like
Yeah.
a television commercial, like Super Bowl commercial, stuff like that. I was thinking about that today. Like commercials used to be so
You do
witty
know
and
that
fast.
ads are also commercials.
Well, they are commercials. It's just ads. When I think of ads, I'm thinking about internet commercials,
Yeah.
advertisements, and then commercials. I think of them as being on TV or cable.
You had
know?
no control
But
of
they
a
are pretty much
commercial.
the same
Commercial break would
They're the
show
same
up.
exact
You had
thing.
no
They are the same
control
thing.
of
There's
it,
just-
and you were just suffering through that commercial.
Yeah.
You couldn't skip it after a couple seconds. You had to sit through the
No,
whole
I get
goddamn
it.
thing.
Technology is different.
But they were able to be
And
entertaining.
You can't grasp it.
What's that?
See?
Technology is amazing, and I can't grasp it. Is that what you
Yeah.
said? Oh.
You can't grasp that it's like all different. Why isn't it the way it was when I was
No,
a
it's just
kid?
something to think about.
Where are
'cause
my Lincoln logs?
the idea of what a commercial was back then and what it is now, like a commercial could be like 30 seconds to up to a minute.
Yeah.
And it had to be entertaining, informative, and it had to be because you had to suffer through it to get to your next scene on your show
Yeah.
you're watching. Like now, like you stream an 8-part series, you have to suffer through any of that. You just sit and watch it.
Yeah. Dude, it's
It's a different world. I mean,
Well-
but it's something that I consider like the salmon one, the guy that runs up and kicks the bear in the crotch.
Oh,
and
I
then
remember that.
Yeah,
That was a great
Like,
one.
All these funny commercials
Uh-huh.
back in the day that
dude, my favorite commercials were all the Bud Bowl ones.
yeah.
Oh yeah, those were great.
Yeah.
I was more interested in that than the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
I was like,
that's
dude, is it Bud Light this year?
Yeah.
Is it their year?
Yeah, well, all those, like I said, all those commercials, like they do a best of every now. You can pull them up the internet and watch nostalgic fucking commercials from
Dude, I liked some of the old commercials. They were
Oh
great.
man, I didn't even hit record.
again.
No, I'm joking. Anyway,
But yeah, man, like, I mean, I guess, like, on streaming and stuff like that, you never see them anymore. But, like,
No.
I only ever once in a while watch regular TV, and it's just for, like, shows
I was
I
gonna
can't
say
find
that's
anywhere
why I
else.
don't see them. It's not because
Yeah, I don't
they're
have
not
like,
there.
nobody has cable TV. Well, people have cable.
Some
TV
people
still,
do, but, you know.
it's a dying.
It's
a dying
dying.
genre.
Yeah, it's a dying platform, medium, that's for sure.
Yeah.
You're dying.
Same
But-
with DVD. Like, when was the last
Yeah.
time you got a DVD and popped it in and watched a DVD?
I mean, I
Nothing
do that
new.
with Blu-rays.
Like, I'll buy
When was
older
the last time you watched
DVDs.
a Blu-ray?
I don't know, a month ago.
Yeah, not too long ago for
Yeah.
me.
Oh, so
But I'm also
not
a
that
movie
crazy.
collector, so
I-
that's
I-
different for me.
I also
you know?
collect
Yeah.
movies.
yeah. So people like you are going to be the ones like now that like vinyl.
Exactly. No,
No.
it's kind of a similar way.
Yeah.
In
It's
a
not
bit,
the
in a way.
same at all.
It's gonna
Not
be
exactly
that.
the
It's
same,
going to
but
be
it's
something you have a collection
physical
of
medium.
Blu-rays in 20 years. Like, oh man, I just found the Blu-ray for Dogma.
Yeah.
You can't find that, Tim.
See,
You can't
this-
find that.
this
Do you want to
fucking
know
nerd.
why you can't find that?
Tell us, Shane.
You can't find that because after the rights go away for the music, they can't sell the goddamn movie anymore.
That's true. It happens to a lot of movies when they
That's why Dogma you cannot fucking
Yep.
buy unless you find it on like eBay
Yeah.
or like a third-party listing on Amazon.
Yeah.
And they sell it for like $200 fucking dollars. Yeah, Tim.
That-
Let's go down this fucking rabbit hole.
No,
It happens
you're
with
just
a lot
proving my
of-
point about the whole vinyl
Yeah.
nerds now. You know, you're doing the same.
No,
thing
it's just
with,
the one movie I want to get that you can't get.
Yeah, I know. It's like
Unless
that
you want to
one-
spend $1 million.
That happens. It happens.
that
a
one
lot,
Cheech
though,
and
that
Chong
kind of
record
thing.
on vinyl that had the fucking wrapping paper.
Yes,
I
I
have
used to
that.
have it, and someone fucking stole it from
Actually,
me.
my mom has it still, and it's still got the rolling paper in
It's
it.
called the
Big Bamboo.
Big Bambooey. That's what it was. Yeah, I used to have it. Someone fucking stole it from my room.
Yeah, his mom did.
Yes, Kevin, my mom
He
did.
gave it to his
Yeah.
mom for Christmas. It's like, look what I got for you, mom.
I stole it from Kevin because I was like, fuck this guy. He doesn't deserve this shit. He's still dressed as a homeless guy for Halloween. He's really committed to that.
That's what it's going to be in 10 to 20 years. Is you guys talking about your DVD or Blu-ray
Oh, yeah.
collections? Like, I was able to find Dogma at some fucking shop in the middle of nowhere in downtown Portland. And
By the
No,
way-
that's not at all.
By the way, vinyl is making a comeback.
they're actually starting to turn vinyl on a couple of radio stations now.
Yeah, because people realize that it's got a good sound. You know, I mean, it's.
Can you tell the
Sounds great.
difference?
No.
I mean, no.
Through-
I mean,
through
if
the
I
s-
would have.
through your car speakers, it's not going to sound any.
No,
fucking
you're not going to
different.
hear a difference there. No, it's more like you'd have to play them side by side to be
Yeah.
able to tell.
Are you fucking crying?
What?
His eyes look watery
Yeah,
as
dude.
shit, dude.
You all right?
I'm fine.
Are you sure?
That's life, dude.
I'm just saying.
Great.
We got talking about vinyl. He started tearing up.
My
Look
God.
at
Is my eyes watering?
his- Yeah, your eyes are watering. Maybe
Wait.
it's just
Does
me.
this
are.
actually say kill self?
No.
Ooh, it does.
Today's the day.
it says it says right at the top. Episode 55. Today's the day.
Today is the day. The final episode.
Kevin says I quit.
they're going
With
with
a
me.
bullet.
Yes. Yes, Kevin takes a pill through his mouth and the back of his head. I had a friend that did that.
I don't doubt it 1 second, Shane.
But yeah,
I've had a few.
You seem
friends.
to collect those types of friends.
My favorite.
The quiet ones.
Yeah. They don't bug you very much.
Wonder what he's been up
Not
to.
a lot of favors being asked there.
Not even on the way
can you
out.
help me move? No, I can't help you move. I'm sorry.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
You got a good point.
Yeah.
Nothing but good memories.
No, there's
Yeah.
good memories, and then you're like, oh, what happened to that guy?
What's he doing these days?
Oh, shit. That was 15 years ago? God damn it.
Oh, he's dead.
I'll be damned. I mean, Kevin knew one of my friends that killed themselves.
Yeah,
Dylan.
Dylan.
Yeah.
Dylan,
He's a good guy.
you son of a bitch.
Yep.
Too bad it went that way.
God, you know sure how to turn the fucking corner on the show. Shane.
What do you mean?
Bring up suicide and shit like that.
What's
like,
wrong with suicide? I'm on
You
a
really
pro-
have to ask
I'm
that question.
I'm on a pro-suicide platform
Well, I
here.
get it, dude. I mean,
It's election season.
hence you.
I'm for
collect,
suicide.
You collect suicides. You collect
I
suicidal
say,
people.
I say go for it.
Yeah.
You know what?
I say, look, if you're
I don't
looking
have
for
a
that,
problem with-
if you're looking for somebody
know.
to just give you that little push,
That Shane's
I'm your guy.
Shane's your guy. He will take care of that for
Hey,
you.
man, it's your body.
Do a flip.
Kill it when
Yeah.
you need it.
Give him the time.
nope, not giving him the time. I hope that one goes out. Kevin doesn't write down times
I don't need the
anymore.
time.
He doesn't
I
need the
just-
time because he hasn't been editing the show for months.
Because I just said
No,
the
I
F
just
word.
listen to the show as I'm editing, and then I
All right.
hit them as I hear
Catch it
them.
then.
Yeah.
I can't wait till we can say that because that's the funnest word. It really is
I
fun.
mean, it's your favorite
Can't
word.
wait till
It
we
really
can say
is.
what.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Just making sure. I wasn't sure if it was
it's
that
a
or something
wonderfully
else.
funny. I mean, it's a shame that some words have to be discontinued.
Well, you know,
It's not
technically,
discontinued.
Yeah, it is.
no, because it still has its original definition.
humor
It's still a
behind it.
bundle
Yeah,
of sticks.
Yes,
still
it still
humor
has
behind
its
it.
original meaning where they would take a and then
See?
put them on the stake and burn them with sticks.
Yes. See, the thing is, though,
That's
I
how
think,
it got the name.
I think he could use that. We might be able to let that go. Just
No,
'cause
we
of the
can't.
context.
You fucking moron.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying we would. I'm just saying.
no,
that
Kevin's
we might
here's
be
Kevin's
able
in
to.
protest mode again.
We're gonna see what happens.
We're not. Hey, YouTube. Let's see. You want to dance?
Hey, man, I gotta test the boundaries somehow.
No, but that's supposedly where the meaning came from. Is the bundle of sticks?
Yeah.
They wouldn't use the actual fire, like the wood, to burn them.
Mm-hmm.
Like they would take gay people and like anybody that they thought of as like lesser than like the witches and all this other
Right,
bullshit. Right. So they would burn them with the bundle of sticks, which burned slower and fucking not as hot. So they would agonize a lot longer. And then that's where
Oh.
apparently the flaming part comes in.
Fun.
Tim's laughing at a weird version of genocide.
Didn't know that. We learned something today.
Yes, we did.
Yes, that's supposedly where it comes from. But
Why
who
is that
knows?
so funny to me? Because when they call each other that,
'Cause
it's like,
it's
oh,
just-
you're when the eccentric homosexual calls another eccentric homosexual the flamer. Or
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
It means that, haha, you would have been burned at the stake in the 1640s. Oh, man, isn't that hilarious? That they would have tortured you
Oh, you
before
bitch.
you died. Oh, man, it would have been so... And your family would have watched? Oh, everyone would have been so proud.
Grandpa would be cheering it on.
Yeah.
Burn him, Grandpa!
That's kind of what I mean. It's just
Yeah,
that-
he wouldn't play with his toys. He always wanted dolls.
Little bastard never
Let's-
cleaned his room.
Speaking of which, is that Dahmer series?
Yeah?
Yeah, I want to see that. I've heard it's good.
We mentioned a little bit. Yeah, last one or one before.
I don't think
but
so.
I've been following. I think I'm like 4 or 5 episodes in, and I think
Yeah, I'm going to give you some
No,
bad
I-
news. Look, I know, spoiler alert, but Dahmer dies.
yeah. No, what we had talked about before
Yeah.
about Dahmer, how he would get away with stuff by just saying if the cops came to investigate, oh, it's just me and my boyfriend doing gay stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the cops are like, oh, okay, well, we don't get
Like,
involved.
oh,
We're just
man,
gonna leave
gross.
you alone
Anything
to
about
that.
this. It was
They
like-
just walked in. They're like, man.
Like one cop actually said, "Well, we got to take my partner in here to get deloused."
Yeah,
'Cause
no,
they're
but they walk in. They're like,
Wow.
so
they
what's going
smell
on?
death
So what's
in
going?
the room.
Can
they
you
see
shut
a body
the fuck
on the
up for
bed.
a second?
Oh, sure.
No, go for it. It's fine.
But they don't care
You
just
got
because
it.
he's gay.
Yeah, because there's homosexual.
Let's not
stuff
make this
going
funny.
around. Yeah. What's so funny about homosexuality, Shane?
So,
Nothing, Tim.
was that in the 80s when Dahmer was
Dahmer, I think
active?
it was 80s. Yeah, I think
80s?
so, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's the thing about the show is it jumps around from his childhood to his adulthood.
Uh-huh.
I mean, there's a lot of jumping around, but you get the idea what's going on. And it's he actually served in the military. That's where he figured out how to use his date rape drug. He got it from the military.
Oh, really?
And I think that's and they allude to it. I haven't gotten that far in the series yet, but I think that's how he was why he was honorably discharged, is because
he was
Killing gay people.
he was dosing his
Oh,
military.
I
Fellow
thought that they were just
soldiers.
like, yeah, we don't allow them in here.
yeah, gays
Get
in
'em
the
out.
Military, get him out of there.
no butt raping your fellow
the
soldiers.
guy that was his MO, man. He just and that's just it. He'd find willing, from what I ended watching the show, these gay partners he found wanted to have sex with him, but he
Yeah.
wouldn't want to unless they were drugged.
Weird.
Yeah.
It's like his fetish or something.
He'd get so weirded out by them coming on to him until he knew that they were.
unconscious.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bizarre.
Same thing that
He-
Cosby did.
Yeah.
Cosby
Yeah.
could have fucked any chick he wanted
Yeah.
to.
It's like they got off on like the control or something.
But what
like
it was
having
for him,
control
yeah,
over a
what it
person.
was is he was always told his whole life what to do, and he liked the idea of telling someone else what to do and being in control of someone
having
else.
full control over someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I guess that makes sense. that
his story
you
of
go that way.
his first one, the hitchhiker, the murder of the hitchhiker, how he stripped it of all his flesh and then couldn't break up the bones because they were too wet, so he baked them in the oven and then turned them to dust and just scattered them through his whole yard because he wanted the person to be around all the time.
Damn.
And that's, to me, that's beautiful.
That's love.
I mean,
That's-
I guess
that's love.
depending on your perspective, I guess it could be beautiful. It was to him, apparently.
Yeah, his first two he said were
Kevin,
accidents,
you've
and then
clearly never murdered anyone. What is
Yeah.
wrong with you?
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
I've been busy.
What are you, fucking Aaron? What is that guy's name? Aaron something from Stain?
it's been a while since all things are well.
How come everybody in the 90s sounded like that?
that.
Everybody did that.
No,
Yeah.
Pearl Jam had it down.
I hated Pearl
Yeah.
Jam. Fucking
I know.
hated them.
I'm still alive.
Wow. Another voice Kevin can do. Perfectly.
Hell.
Holy shit. Did we just have Eddie Vedder on the show? Whoa, Eddie. Are you still in Seattle?
Oh, yeah.
Hell. Well, he does that a lot.
But
Yeah, he
seriously,
does.
why did
Yeah.
everybody in the 90s take that fucking... And they all didn't sound like Pearl Jam, but they all had
They
that
had that
same
kind
fucking
of-
weird cadence.
Yes.
It was bizarre.
It
Yeah,
had
that's
something to do with
everyone-
the grunge.
Yeah.
It didn't have to anything to
know.
do with the grunge. You didn't have
You
that
don't
from
think so?
fucking Nirvana.
Yeah,
you didn't
Nirvana
have
didn't
that
have
from I'm trying to think like
Soundgarden didn't do that.
What is it? Screaming Trees and shit.
Yeah.
Soundgarden. Yeah, you didn't have any of that shit from them.
But there
Alice in
was-
Chains didn't
yeah,
have that.
But there
Well,
was
Alice
a
in Chains was a little bit like it.
No,
Maybe
there
they
was,
did-
there was
maybe here and there. Yeah.
Yeah.
he was
Alice in
more
Chains
like
did.
the I think the hair metal type sound. You know, not the scream, the whiny girl scream, but he had kind of more that style in my opinion. They were more metalish.
They came out with a recent
Yeah, they got
album.
like some black dude that sounds exactly like him, which is crazy.
Was that new album that came out?
I don't know. I don't know if they have a new album, but I know that they were touring.
No shit.
Yeah.
Huh.
Like 5 years ago or 6 years ago.
Yeah, this is about 3 years ago.
Yeah, the dude sounds exactly like Lane Staley,
That's kind of cool.
which is nutty. That
Well-
first off, that anybody can imitate him that well,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Well,
Man,
they,
Lane
they,
Staley was awesome.
they have
Yeah.
Bradley Noel's sons. He's got that.
Yeah, but I don't think he's that good. I really don't. You showed me some of the stuff, and I'm like, eh.
And
Who?
then LBC Dub All Stars, the guy who I can't remember the lead singer. That really close to Bradley Noel's voice as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
But I like their
wow.
music. I mean, I like anything done by Sublime and
Oh, I love those
I like
guys.
Sublime,
Yeah.
but it had to have Bradley.
Yeah, Bradley was it.
Yes,
For
he
sure.
was 100% it.
Yeah.
The other guys were the rhythm section. He did all. Was the entire soul of the band.
Oh, for sure.
You know,
agree, yeah.
and Lou Dog.
Louie.
Yes, that was the song they also did.
Yeah.
Louie. They did the theme song for Louis. His
Oh, that's what he
fucking
called his dog on
show.
stage in one of his songs.
Yes, they also did. They did that song too.
We gotta go now.
Daryl was a race driver. He drove some
They did that song too. It was crazy.
Is it a private
He also
song?
did some Taco Bell shit in that.
Gong. Yo quiero Taco Bell.
That's another band that didn't fucking sound anything like that from that time frame.
Well, and then Live. I don't know why I love those guys so fucking.
Live?
Yeah,
Eh.
Love. I fucking love.
I
them.
thought they had some okay songs, but I was just not that into them.
And then
Yeah.
the happy-go-lucky funny musicians, the fucking presidents of the United States of America.
Oh, I remember
I-
those
the
guys.
silly songwriters.
Uh-huh.
Hated them.
What was
The
it?
lime green jello.
You want to know why I
all those
hated
groups
them?
like that.
You want to know why I hated
I
them?
remember lime green jello,
Yeah.
man.
I hated them. I hated the presidents because of the fact that they just played guitars with like one string and a guitar with two strings.
Oh,
It was
yeah,
pretty
and that was it.
simplistic,
And I was
yeah.
like, I can't stand that. How is this? This isn't real music.
Nope. But
This
it
is
was
fucking
entertaining.
They
terrible.
turned it
Yeah, I
into
thought it
something,
was-
I guess.
Who
You know.
was-
Who was the group that sang Detachable Penis?
I don't remember the name
God,
of that
that
one
sounds
because they were
familiar.
kind of a one-hit wonder.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I mean. There was all these one-hit wonders that had silly songs.
Dude,
There
I
was
don't
a
know how we'll
lot
figure it
of
out
them.
though. How are
There's
we
a
gonna find it
lot
out?
of them.
Detachable Penis.
Type.
And you know, a sweater song. That was Weezer though.
Yeah, that was
still
Weezer.
pretty good. though.
Weezer was different because they had some weird songs and then like some normal songs and shit. I mean, they were always on the edge of like weird.
It was King Missile.
Okay.
Okay, yeah,
detachable
they were
penis.
definitely a fucking
Yeah, that's a one-hit
wonder.
That's because we don't even know the name of the
Yeah.
band.
Well, and then you had like the Flaming Lips and shit.
Yeah.
That was the first fucking show I ever saw. Was the Flaming Lips.
Mine was Skank and Pickle.
I've heard of them.
Yeah,
I don't
Skink
know
and
if I'm sure if I've heard a song.
Yeah,
I've
similar to
known it.
Mighty Boston.
But
and all that.
the weird thing is,
Oh, I
see,
kinda
I would have
liked
probably
some of
saw
their
that back
songs.
then. But yeah, after that, I went and saw the Flaming Lips because my neighbors were going, and I was like, I like some of their songs. And then went and saw that. I think I was like 12 or 13 or something when they played. Then after that, I kind of got into punk rock and just went and watched all punk rock shows.
Yeah.
I think one of the best
I think
ones.
the best show for me was Flogging Molly every fucking time.
Oh, I would love to have
Best
seen them
show was
live, man.
amazing.
Best
Uh,
live shows that I saw. I think AFI put on great shows.
Dude, AFI, I saw them live. They did a great show. So did Rancid.
Rancid puts on a good show too because they're energetic.
Yeah,
Didn't
when I went, it was
just
AFI
play the,
and Rancid
They played
together.
small arenas, didn't they?
Yeah.
They played big arenas.
Well, I think they did the Mountain View Ice Arena once. AFI.
Oh,
was
maybe
there.
maybe
AFI?
back in the
Yeah,
90s.
yeah.
Well, no, because the Mountain View Ice Arena was in, 1998.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I swear I saw their tour bus there.
I could see them playing there in 98 because I remember the
Yeah,
first time
98 might have.
the first time I actually saw them was by accident. So my friend, when I moved up to play hockey in Canada, when I moved there, my friend gave me an AFI tape that had 2 fucking albums on it, right? Which is like not even half of a fucking tape, right? That's how punk rock albums were back then. They're like 15 to 30 minutes
Oh,
maximum
yeah.
for a full fucking album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I listened to that all year long. And then like 2 years later, I ended up going to Slam City Jam up in Canada. It was a big skateboard competition. And on the Sunday, they had a little intermission and everything. And then I just hear something familiar playing. And I'm like, what the... Wait, is that live? And I look over, I'm like, holy shit, it's fucking AFI.
Nice.
I'm like, this is one of my favorite bands, back
Shane
then.
runs up screaming.
Didn't even know that they
rips
were gonna
his
be
shirt
there.
off and starts rubbing his tits.
No, I did it the opposite. I just ripped my pants off, started holding my dick at the people.
Helicoptering and shit like
Yeah.
that. Watch.
Touch my cock, Davey. Touch it.
Wow, I know somebody that we
Catch
know
it
that
if
would
you
have
can,
loved
bro.
Oh, yeah.
that. Yeah.
But yeah, no, they did put on a great show when I saw
the
them.
reason they put on a
AFI.
great show is because Hunter and Jade,
Are awesome.
well,
on
not
stage.
just awesome, but awesome on stage.
Yeah, yeah.
Because if you're just gonna say awesome, like that could be the
Uh-huh.
music.
But then
But-
Davey Havoc, he's also got a good
Well, but
stage presence too.
those guys would run around the stage, jump off the amps and shit,
Yeah.
spinning 360 while playing. I mean, do all that fucking
Yeah.
crazy shit. That's why they were fun to
Well,
watch.
I remember when I was there, Davey Havoc walked out onto the crowd, like everyone held him up by his legs, and he was singing, standing in the crowd, like on everyone was holding him up, and it was
that
just
was-
kind of cool, you
And
know.
I think that was also back during the time that Davey was going through his I'm part of the Misfits, you know.
Yeah,
he always had
yeah.
that hair just like the Misfits.
Well, and then he went through that long-haired phase.
Yeah.
And
That
now
was like
then
the
he
Miss
went.
Murder
Yeah,
times.
exactly. And then he went into this rockabilly phase with like the short hair again.
The one, the other thing you hear a musician over the radio, you can listen to their albums, but you know
radio?
you don't know what they look like.
Out of
Right.
Laredo.
Oh, I know what you
radio.
mean. Yeah.
Out
So,
of Laredo.
Did
Did you say Laredo? I think he said Laredo.
Oh my goodness!
Laredo's-
The name of the
Texas.
Yeah.
It's a place.
change the one. That's
Alice in Chains.
No, the one that sings that "I Watch You Change."
I don't think I know that.
God, that's
I mean, you do
Deftones.
sound really good.
Deftones.
Deftones.
Oh, tone deaf.
Yeah, Deftones. Now those guys,
Yeah.
I did not think the lead musicians at all looked like how he was.
He looks nothing like he sounds
Yeah.
at all. What you'd expect.
He looks
Name?
like
Chico or
yeah,
Chino.
yeah,
Chino?
Hispanic.
Is it Chino?
Just-
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I think so.
yeah, mochaccino. or
But yeah,
something.
you
It's not mochaccino.
I know what you mean because he does not.
Espresso
I was
latte.
thinking some gothy looking dude with long
Yeah,
hair.
that's
No,
what I
he
was
looks like
thinking
a
too.
dude that would roll up on a fucking one of
Little
those
cholo bike.
lowrider bikes with fucking 20,
Blew
24
my
fucking
mind. I was like, who
spoke
the fuck
rims.
is this guy? Singing with such soul and passion. It's like,
Well,
but
yeah,
now I
but
guess he's
that
put
also
on like 40, 50 pounds.
you also got to remember
Oh,
that
has a
kind
guy.
of era started that whole thing where it was like, so they kind of almost did some like rap-ish stuff. Not really.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they still had all music, but then you get fucking fucking Fred Durst bullshit.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
And then he comes in. Now there were a couple of songs I liked of that fucking band.
Sure.
But
Yeah.
most of it I was like, this is
Most of it
terrible.
was garbage.
and people are gonna hate me for this, but Korn.
I hated Korn.
I saw Korn in
I couldn't
concert.
stand Korn.
I didn't understand.
Although
it.
I watched
I did like
So
a
I watched-
handful of their songs.
I didn't like-
back in the day.
I didn't like any of the shit. My friends, the only one that everyone liked was the one that he says faggot in it.
Yeah.
He says it a lot.
Adidas. that
Yeah.
song.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But
remember that song.
the reason I didn't like Korn is I was like, that's not those aren't words.
Nope.
What is that? What?
He's scatting.
he does that.
Yeah.
Baka-boom,
But there's other fucking bands that did shit like that, and I'm like, why? This stuff
Yeah.
sucks. You
'Cause
know?
you can't come up with words. You're not necessarily a
Yeah.
poet. You just
Yeah, you're like,
Yeah.
and you're like, what was
Well,
that?
James Brown was notorious for that shit too.
Yeah, exactly. He was.
James Brown also had like head issues.
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Well,
Didn't he
and,
also try to shoot somebody?
Well, the other band I saw with Korn was Disturbed, and I will say they put on a
Disturbed is
hell of a
good.
show.
Yeah.
Those guys are great live.
Well, yeah. There's
But isn't the guy dead?
No, Disturbed.
Is
He's
it
still around.
Disturbed?
No,
Which
that's
was the one that-
Drowning Pool. I think. You're
Oh,
thinking
that's
of.
right.
Yeah, he's
Good fucking riddance. Fuck that guy.
yeah.
I
well,
actually fuck that band. Sorry about the guy,
well,
but I hated that band.
Disturbed.
Both of them, actually. Disturbed has one song I like, and it's one where they start playing arpeggios in it, and I'm like, well, they're actually musicians.
Yeah, when you hear talent, it's great.
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
when it's just,
they were super slow, but it was a really melodic sounding. It sounded good.
But the other band, Drowning Pool, is what
Yeah.
we were talking about. Because the lead singer died, and then they had like that one debut album that was really popular, and then after that they just vanished because he died, and then they tried to get another singer.
Yeah,
and
they got
did-
another singer. I think they still play.
The
Do they
most-
really?
Yeah, they
Oh,
play like
okay.
county fairs.
Do they?
The
Yeah.
most entertaining one I watched was Slipknot.
Slipknot, I would love to. I never
Yes,
got
and
to
their
see them live.
47-piece band.
Oh my
Yeah.
fucking god! The stage
God,
on
they're
that was
awesome.
insane. Like the drummer went vertical and started spinning on his platform.
That's so
Yeah,
badass.
I've heard about.
Yeah.
So did who is it? Fucking the big dick dude with fucking Pamela. Tommy Lee.
Tommy Lee,
He
yeah.
did the same shit. He
Yeah,
would do the same
yeah.
shit where he would have his fucking drum kit would be a 360 degree around him.
Yeah.
It would spin and then it would like tilt and shit.
Oh yeah, you know what? Godsmack does that too.
I hated that. I like Sully. I hate
Yeah.
the band.
Yeah.
I'm not the one.
Yeah, that's the song.
You know?
The voodoo song is the one where they do. The
I
spin
fucking
around
hate
the-
that
the-
song.
You know.
I'm not the one who's so
Well, it was just
far
so
away.
overplayed.
This song is gay.
Yeah, it was way overplayed.
No,
way
yeah,
overplayed.
yeah, there's, yeah.
But I like Sully because I've seen him fucking play poker and shit. And he seems like a cool dude.
He does seem like a cool dude.
You know,
yeah.
he seemed really down to earth, which is weird because usually they're either over the top personalities or they hate everyone and don't want to talk to somebody.
Yeah.
But he was like right in the middle where he was like friendly enough and seemed like a cool dude. Like if
like
you met him,
Foo Fighters guy I want to meet so bad.
yeah, he
just
seems the same
chill
way.
as fuck.
Yeah, he seems like a cool dude that's like you would really have to do something terrible for him, you know.
Yeah,
like
for him to get
like
pissed.
like I don't know, murder his bandmate. I'm sure he's not a fan of Courtney Love.
Maybe
Who is?
You notice that you never see them in photos together. Oh,
yeah,
whoa.
I wonder why.
Maybe the
he
same
is Courtney
person.
Love.
Dun dun dun.
Conspiracy Corner.
That'll be next week.
Oh, that would be
How
kind of
about
cool to hear that whole
How about why
Nirvana
not bring
conspiracy.
this one up now?
What?
The Nirvana conspiracy?
There's always more. There's always more. We've done it once.
What about Kurt Cobain?
Kurt Cobain and getting shot by somebody
There
else.
is always new information coming
Dude,
out about that. It's
the
weird.
one guy that's the craziest out of that whole thing is the guy that claimed that he got $50,000 from Courtney Love to murder Kurt Cobain, and then later on retracted it and said, no, I never said that. No, I won't talk about that. Like, he's done, like, interviews and shit. And then he's like, yeah, as long as we don't talk about that. It's like, you're not interesting otherwise.
Yeah, he literally did
The only thing you did is kill the guy.
Yeah.
That we're now interested to understand why you did that. You haven't been arrested for it.
He admitted to that in a documentary back in the
Yes.
day. Remember that one back in like I don't know. It's probably one of the first.
He
documentaries
admitted to it while getting back on like a fucking tour bus.
Huh. Well,
in one of them.
Yeah.
It was fucking wild. And he's like, yeah, I killed him. And you're like, what?
that's a shame. He was
and
such a nice guy too.
Which one? The guy that killed him?
Cobain.
The one you don't know who he is?
Cobain was kind of a
Oh.
all
No,
right,
I
I'll
mean,
leave
I
it.
heard he was a nice guy, but he was super depressive kind of guy. You know, like.
Well, I look at him as his father, as a father figure, because he had kids, and I think he's a piece of shit.
So you modeled everything you do after him.
Yeah. Just don't do what he did.
You're like, I'm
I don't
doing
know,
all
that
the same
video
stuff.
I saw him
White
all
Tim's-
strung out on heroin, holding his kid. That
Oh,
just
yeah.
fucking broke my heart, man.
Yeah,
I was
that's
like, oh
fucked.
man.
Oh, me? I just go, eh.
So the kid looks back at a video of his father, and his dad's fucking strung out.
Her father.
Oh, her
Hers,
father.
yeah.
Sorry.
Francis
She
Bean.
looks a lot like her dad.
Well, it's just
Her like from here up.
Yeah, she has
looks
this
like
weird
him.
fucking thing that makes half her head missing. It's odd. She looks a lot like him.
Not the way he looks right now.
little rose on the side of her head.
She always walks around with a shell of birdshot. No, so the way the guy so the guy actually described how he did it. He described how he did it. He fucking shot Kurt up with shot him in the head and then shot him up with a bunch of fucking heroin.
Well, they did say that the amount of heroin that was in his
like enough to kill 3 people.
Yeah, it was a ridiculous amount of heroin.
His
that was in
tolerance
it.
had
Yeah,
to
but
be-
I always thought that too. That maybe because he was a heavy heroin addict, his tolerance.
There was
was,
also
but-
rumor that he hadn't been doing heroin for months at that point.
Really?
Yes.
I don't know.
It's all weird.
It's
It's
all
like
really weird.
Like
yeah.
sober celebrities that claim sobriety. Yeah.
This is like our generation's
joke.
JFK.
It kind of is
They,
a little bit.
there, there was more than one shooter. It wasn't
Yeah.
just Kurt.
He was too high.
He was a patsy.
He was too high to pull
It's
the
weird-
trigger.
it's
Someone
weird how-
pulled the trigger.
It's weird how Kurt plays Oswald. Fucking what's his face that shot Oswald?
Jack Ruby.
Jack Ruby. He plays the mafia in it.
He plays all parts and directed.
He plays all characters in a fucking.
They were doing this thing recently on Facebook of if they were still with us, like aged photos of.
See, I don't care about the
celebrities and
age.
shit like that.
What I care about is, would they be relevant in any way?
I don't know. That's
and
a
would
good
their
question.
music be?
Would they
Because
still
think
be a
about it.
legend?
How many people do you think would be as into Nirvana as they are if Nirvana kept going and then broke up like a year later?
Yeah, it's a good
don't know.
point. Well,
Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
Well, and think about same
How
thing
much
with,
did his death actually influence their popularity
Yes.
and stuff? Yeah.
And actually,
I don't know.
I think the Foo Fighters were far more popular than Nirvana ever was.
I think so. Yeah.
100%. They were way more
And
popular.
I mean,
They still are, aren't
and they
they?
still,
yes,
yeah,
but
they
I
still
think
are.
that in their first few years, they were way more popular. I know that Dave Grohl's gone through it and talked about how he didn't really think anything was going to take off from the album and all that.
Right.
Yeah.
Just immediately took off, you know? Yeah. But he didn't know.
It's a member of Nirvana.
Yeah, but that's not why. He also wrote good fucking songs.
No, he did.
I'm
yeah.
not doubting that.
So-
but no one would have looked had the name not already been there. Is what I'm saying. It probably wouldn't have got as much recognition.
I don't know, man. The songs were good enough.
Talent is
Yeah,
talent.
and-
I'm not denying that one bit, but to catch the talent, I mean, how
And-
many talented people are out there? That
Oh
haven't
yeah,
been-
there's tons.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I've seen tons of bands that were super talented that are no longer
Go
bands.
nowhere.
That's
yeah,
what I mean.
yeah.
And never took off because they were either missing that one thing
That's
or
the
they were
thing.
bad in studios
It's
or whatever.
yeah, it's not
always
always
something.
the talent. Sometimes it's just getting the opportunity. Being in the right place at the right time
Yeah.
for that opportunity to fall in your
Well,
lap.
had this person not been a member of Nirvana, it probably would not have been as successful in my opinion.
Maybe not.
And I'm sure the
I'm not
crazy
denying
thing
they're
is-
Yeah, maybe
incredibly
not.
talented. I mean,
No,
Dave
that's
Grohl's
true.
Great.
Yeah.
But I mean, also look at like Jimi Hendrix. Would Jimi Hendrix be as popular as he is now had
If
he
he
survived?
That's
Survive.
a good point.
I don't
well,
know.
you take a look
Janis
at
Joplin,
Yeah, or Jim Morrison.
Jim
Well,
Morrison.
the Beatles still. I mean, they're relevant even to this day.
Yeah, but they also stayed together for a very long time, from the 50s up until like
That's
the early
true.
or
Yeah.
late 70s or
That
mid
is true.
70s.
Yeah.
So I mean, they stayed around for quite a long time.
Yeah, they had a much longer career before John
Well, let's
died.
think of something else. Other musicians.
Yeah, and
back
John
then.
was doing solo shit. They didn't. They
Yeah.
weren't going to get
They-
back together.
yeah, they were broken
the
up by then.
Stones, dude.
Yeah, but the Stones, the Stones, I think are different because
Those guys are all still alive.
You also got to
too.
remember that era had not that many musicians.
Yeah.
You had like 15 people that you listened to on the radio.
Stars, yeah,
The big-
stars.
That was
Famous
it.
ones,
So I
yeah.
mean, it's harder to gauge it that way. In the 90s, there were tons of. How many grunge bands came out?
Well,
God,
let's
a
think
million
of
of them.
let's see if you can't name another grunge band from the '90s that are still relevant to the day. I mean,
The Foo Fighters. That's.
we've covered that
That's-
one. Anyone else?
I hate Pearl Jam, but Pearl Jam
Pearl
still
Jam's
plays.
still out
Yeah.
there.
I hate them.
but I
Yeah.
don't think they're
Everything
relevant.
about 'em.
But they're not relevant.
they're not
really
very
anymore.
Soundgarden technically would have if he wouldn't have hung himself.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
You
well,
know,
I'm
while
just saying-
masturbating.
Yeah,
Just saying the ones-
weren't they getting Soundgarden back together too? Wasn't there
He-
something about that?
he was
Did
doing
they-
it
Oh,
at
they
the
were.
time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, they did. Okay.
Soundgarden was back.
That's what
together.
I had heard. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just,
Jars of Clay.
What is that a band?
Yeah.
No.
Jars of Clay. Oh wow. That was them.
I'm trying to think. Anything that actually
I
made
can't-
it this far?
That's
Not
what I'm
really.
thinking.
Not
There's
many.
Not really many that have
Not many.
carried on. to
Because
this
all of them
day.
ended up starting super bands. I hate that shit.
Yeah,
Oh, I
you
know.
Get like a couple
It's
different bands together. and-
We're
Rare
audio
when that
slaves.
works. Hey, I
Like,
did like
oh,
some.
man,
I
I
did
get-
like some audio slave.
I know,
stuff,
because
though.
you're gay.
no.
They had like 3 really good songs.
Oh, Tom York.
Who?
Tom York.
Who the fuck is
lead
Tom
singer
York?
From,
Tom York.
God damn it, Radiohead.
Oh,
Oh.
Radiohead. Oh, did he go to do a super band too?
No, I'm just saying he's still relevant to the day.
Oh,
Remember that
I-
album he came
Yeah,
out?
Oh,
no, clearly.
you know
I mean,
who-
like
I'm
10
like,
years
who the
ago.
fuck
do you know
is that?
who's still relevant from the '90s? Tool.
Tool,
They
yeah.
are still making.
Their
They just
album-
put a new
yeah,
album.
that
out.
album
yeah.
was fucking
Uh-huh.
badass.
And
as
Maynard was
shit, dude.
recently
Yeah.
just on the Joe Rogan show.
Actually, I think maybe then Primus.
Primus. Yeah,
they're still
Because
making
Primus
stuff.
still goes and does stuff.
they're still around.
They just did
Van
the.
Halen, I think, are still doing things.
Yeah, but
aren't
they were from the 80s.
Oh,
Yeah.
that doesn't count. It's gotta
They're
be
not
90s.
really since Eddie's dead.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh yeah. Eddie did die, didn't he?
it's a
He,
shame.
he was kind of the reason the band got the
Yeah.
name. I mean, I get it. He had a brother, but who's that?
But
Who?
Eddie was the heart and
Rick?
soul, man. Yeah.
Richard,
Fucking
Jordan.
unassuming name Van Halen. That's his actual name.
Yeah.
His name was Mitch.
Bud.
His name was John Doe Halen.
Bud. No, I think Bud is better.
Bud Halen.
Because that could be his name, or it could be like, "Hey, Bud, you want to grab me?"
How'd you know my name was Bud? No, I just guessed.
Yeah. But yeah, no. I mean, I think Tool is one of the only '90s bands I can really think of. Maybe Primus, and that's. I mean, relevant still.
All right, still alive.
know.
Who would you like to see make a comeback? Still alive.
Still alive.
Yeah.
Who
From
would
the
I like to
90s?
see?
Yeah, from the 90s
From
band.
the
It's like,
90s.
man, this would be really
90s
cool to see.
band that I would
them back
like to
together
see
again.
fucking play music again.
Still alive. Can't be dead.
Stabbing Westward. I used to like some of their shit back in the day. They're still alive, but they're not a band anymore.
Ooh.
Or-
Mine's from the 80s, though.
Fear Factory.
Fear Factory.
But they also had
Jump
90s
Around?
stuff.
Is that the guys that saying
Oh
Jump
wait,
Around?
they did
No,
get,
no.
God damn it, they did get back together and play.
Who's that?
I think it was Suicidal Tendencies.
No, Jump Around. That was House of Pain.
Yes, that was
Yeah,
House of Pain.
Yeah.
House of Pain.
That's one thing that I really loved. Do you
Cypress
guys,
fucking Hill.
No, do you
Cypress
guys
Hill. They're
remember-
still around though, aren't
do you guys
they?
remember
Yeah,
the movie Judgment Night?
Judgment Night.
That's the one with fucking coach from the Mighty Ducks.
Jesus is an ADHD.
Emilio Estevez.
Emilio Estevez and
10 seconds of thought.
God
and then
damn it.
the next thing.
the guy that played Ari in fucking Entourage.
Piven.
Yeah, Jeremy Piven. Had those two guys in it. It also had the dude from House of Pain. Whatever his name is. I can't remember that guy's name.
Gerald.
Fucking Ever was
it's
it?
Bud.
Oh wait, House of Pain. Okay,
Wes
who all was
Moreland.
in that?
Bud Payne.
Wasn't Ever? Was it? Who else was in House of Pain?
Everlast?
Well,
It's
Everlast.
Everlast.
That's his name. Everlast.
Everlast.
Yes, thank
Who's
you.
Everlast?
Frank
It's
Gentry?
done quite a
Everlast,
bit of fucking
yeah.
good acoustic
Yeah,
stuff. But
Everlast is still. he's still
Everlast is
relevant.
in it. Yeah, but the House of
Well,
Pain
those are
is.
the guys that sing.
Yeah, you're right.
What
They're
it's
not.
really like.
But no, what?
Yeah, the
yeah,
blues.
that's the
All
one.
right, yeah.
But that movie had this fucking cool mix of like rap and rock genre of all their songs on the entire movie. Every song on the fucking all the tracks on it were this mix of rap rock. That was actually pretty goddamn good.
What was it called again?
Judgment Night.
Judgment Night.
I like the movie because it's they fuck up and go down the wrong street, and you know how that goes. We've all been there.
Yeah, I do that every
Yeah.
Saturday.
It's always how you start
Yes.
a good adventure.
Tim's like, oh man, gotta get another HIV test.
Yep.
I took the wrong street
Oh,
again.
Gotta
another
try those
shot of
tricks again.
penicillin.
Got my red dress on.
Oh man, I got a drippy dick again. How'd that happen?
Roxanne.
Wrong street. But yeah, you guys check out Judgment Night. It's a fucking cool ass movie.
I'm not.
I haven't seen it.
It's good.
Oh, speaking of your red dress, Savannah wanted me to tell you looked beautiful.
Thank you.
yes.
Thank
I'll
you.
let her know.
You looked.
She said you
Shane,
picked
Shane,
the
don't
perfect
even
dress
raise
for
your eyebrow.
yourself.
You know you wanted that.
Yes, Tim. I was
You
the
went
whole
home
time.
and just jerked it the whole time.
The whole time I was like, I've always wanted to fuck a hairy chia pet in a dress.
that anger masturbating. It.
Yeah, no, I got home and I was like, who the fuck does he think he is? That whore. Fuck. Why is he so tempting? God,
Son of a bitch.
so much cleavage.
She's so fucking sexy.
Damn straight. I tell you what, I gave good. Well,
The best head
the best hand job I ever gave myself for that night.
while wearing the dress.
Tina hooked it up.
Yeah.
Did you make your hand go to sleep first so you could do the stranger?
the
So it'd be like
stranger,
some
no.
girl. Tina's doing it.
No, I had a
No.
two-handed though. That was pretty good.
Ah.
It was a good evening.
Yes, it's amazing. How'd you have to two-hand it?
One,
I assume.
one-
I'm just saying.
if I can get
You're
a detail
like-
if you like. The sipster straw and then the thumb up the bum.
Oh, nice, dude. That's the two-hand.
Yeah, that's the
Double
two,
whammy.
That's the two-hander.
And then I had this thing hooked to a mirror, and I was blowing it.
I saw something like that a while back of some guy dressed
Dude.
up in a girl's outfit in a hotel room.
Yes.
And he's sitting there jacking off, sucking
And then
a
the
dildo.
fucking
the maid
the
comes
maid
in.
walks in, and you know that the maid's not the one that put the camera there. The dude goes, this is funny. Let's put this on the internet."
Yeah, he decided to post it, but he was filming himself jacking off, looking at porn, dressed as a little girl.
While
and
sucking off this thing
sucking
that's like
a dildo.
hanging. Yeah, it's fucking
And the
crazy.
maid walks in behind
yeah.
him.
Maid
Like
walks
Yes.
in
he
the
doesn't know
door.
she's
She walks
there.
in, opens
He's
it,
got his
looks.
headphones on.
She looks and stops for a second, and then like, oh yeah, that is what I'm seeing. And then closes the fucking door. Because we've all had that moment where you
Oh
see
yeah, where it's
something.
like your
It
brain
wasn't,
has
it
to like.
wasn't some grody looking dude though. It was some fucking stacked muscle building like fucking handsome dude just dressed up like a little girl, jacking off, sucking a fucking dildo, watching porn, rocking out to music.
Yeah.
Like, this guy was built.
Where I ended up seeing that was on
Fantastic.
Tosh.0.
Yeah,
They
that's-
had it. That's where I ended up seeing that shit. It was fucking hilarious. And he still will post it from time to time on Instagram.
Never
God.
forget.
Because I
Never
follow,
forget.
Well, I follow their Instagram, so they'll take old things from the show and toss it out there.
That'd be nice to see him do another special.
Tosh?
Yeah.
Tosh
Yeah,
is great.
man, he's
But you know what,
hilarious.
though? I think Tosh is one of those guys that, like, I made a ton of money. I'm fine.
Yeah.
Could be.
You know, have you ever seen him do an interview? Never happened.
Nope.
No,
Doesn't do them.
I
Doesn't
don't
go on
think so.
shows or nothing
Doesn't
like
go
that,
on
does he?
doesn't do
No.
interviews. Goes up and does some comedy sets from time to time, and
And it seems
you
like
know,
whenever he
gets
puts
accused of saying rape jokes.
yeah, I was gonna say whenever he does a special or something, he ends up getting in trouble with crazy people.
Yeah, that's
No,
the
he got in
unfortunate
trouble
part.
for it was so he ended up making a joke. Some lady stood up and said something about rape, because he was making a rape
Yeah,
joke,
I
and he was
remember
like,
something
"Oh,
about
wouldn't
that.
it be funny if she got raped right now?"
Yeah, that
Something
was
like
what
that.
it was.
Like it was something along those
Yeah.
lines, but in the context of where the joking and shit, it was clearly a joke
Yeah.
meant to be a joke. And then
And-
that got turned into like, he
Ri-
supports rape culture
Yeah, it
or
was
some
just
shit
so
like that.
stupid.
And it's like, he doesn't support rape. Cosby supports rape culture.
He certainly does.
It's not
He
him.
probably still is.
He
Yeah.
not only supports it, he was one of the most prolific rapists.
Potentially.
Potentially.
We've covered this.
Yeah.
Let's
So
cover
the
it
fuck
again.
what?
Let's cover it again,
So the fuck what?
just like Cosby did.
He's definitely in
Yes.
the top 5.
He's going to be
for sure.
covering that.
Yeah, he's definitely in the top 5 for sure.
How do you know?
It's a guess.
Kevin's like, I'm really up on my rape stats.
he's got
I've
his-
got the cards,
Yeah,
man.
he
there
pulls
are
the sheet out.
there are
Yeah.
rapists trading cards.
Yes, Kevin's got the cards. He's also got
Yes.
the punch
Dude,
card.
It's got
No,
all the stats.
He's got
There's
a,
stats
he's
on
got
the
a
back.
ticker going across the top
Yeah.
of his fucking
Just like
computer,
baseball or
whatever it's
basketball
on.
cards.
Kevin's like,
man.
have you collected Bundy yet?
Yeah.
I've got Bundy. Do you have Cosby?
Well, it's like in,
Oh,
what
you
was that
from
Adams
Cosby?
fan?
Oh my God! Is that it's signed
One of the-
Cosby?
yeah.
Signed?
In
Holy
one of the,
shit!
In one of the Adams Family movies, they had like serial killer cards that Wednesday Adams and I think Pugsley were like trading back and forth. Like, do you got Amy Fisher? Yeah. I'll trade you Dahmer for her. They should
I'm
make
gonna
that
watch
shit.
that again and see if that's actually
No,
what
No,
it is.
yeah,
it
that's-
really
that's
was
what-
at the very first one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
it's
remember
pretty good.
exactly.
Let it
like
go.
that's not verbatim.
Let it
but,
go.
And there's that new Wednesday Adams TV series, or not TV series, but series that's out. It's supposed to be pretty good. I couldn't get into it.
Oh.
But
I'm not a big fan of a lot.
I
of
always
new
thought
stuff.
the whole Wednesday Adams thing was pretty fucking hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're into children that dress up as Wendy.
When the actress dressed up as Morticia Adams, what's her name?
From the old
Angela-
Angelica
yeah.
Houston. Yeah.
No, but the other actress, the actress that played Wednesday Adams,
Christina Ricci.
Christina Ricci, did a pose, I want to say about 6 years ago, as Morticia Adams.
Oh, really?
Absolutely fucking stunning. Christina Ricci is also drop dead gorgeous.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
Her
I
and
agree.
Black,
I always had a
Black
crush
Snake
on her when I
Moan,
was younger.
Holy fucking shit.
Yeah.
That white trash fucking blonde, oh my God. That right there is a vibe for me. The diamond in a rough is what I call it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
a buddy of mine will attest to that, because that trailer trash, fucking hot bombshell that's just
Right.
fucked up, like on drugs. yeah.
Let me see.
Gorgeous.
It's too bad that we didn't have a way to look this up outside of my
Wow.
But yeah, she's stunning.
Stop whining.
phone. Fucking guy that doesn't know how to do his goddamn job. Dude, you would be fucking fired. I just realized
Well,
that.
he's got an input on the show. We got to find someone to just do
Yeah,
that for us.
I'm in the conversation,
Yeah.
and I'm supposed to keep up with all that too.
Yeah.
Throw it all
You're
together,
supposed
too.
to be the talented one.
Just say look that up next time
Yeah, good point.
instead of just
Like you-
assuming
like he
I
should
should
be
just
typing the
look
whole
up
fucking
everything.
time.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's just typing as we're talking.
He's
And
our
everything comes-
stenographer. Kevin the
type, type,
stenographer.
Stop.
I like the word stenographer.
Yeah.
It's a good
Pornog-
word.
cool word.
Stenographer.
Kevin's our
Stenographer.
pornographer.
Doesn't have quite the, stenographer sounds better. It just to the lips, it's stenographer.
Stenographer.
Kevin's also into phrenology.
Phrenology.
Kevin
bear
still
much
doesn't
fruit.
remember what phrenology is.
That's
No, I
the
know what it
touching
is.
the-
It
touching
just
the
didn't
head.
bear
Yeah.
much fruit.
You learned that from me.
I did, and I still have a moyle going on in my head every time I see moyle.
Oh.
I'm like,
Yeah?
God damn.
You're like, oh
Yeah,
man,
damn.
all that baby dick
They
they're
do
eating.
that.
And the more I think about it, the more I they had to be trained how to do that. So
By God.
another moyle had to train this moyle
Yes.
how to properly bite.
Well, they had to
the
train
fork.
each other. That's why they did it in '69.
Like how? How do
That's how.
Do they have like models? Do they have like little clay figurines? They're like, so
Yes.
you're gonna, when you get it in your mouth, you're gonna have to push the tip of the penis back into the fucking belly.
Wow, you know
That's
a lot about
details.
this.
and then bite the foreskin as you're pushing. Like I don't how look. I'm trying to figure it out in my brain. How the fuck do you get foreskin off in a bite?
Oh,
I don't
I
know.
get it.
Like
Tim's practicing for when the cops find his computer. I was just searching. I didn't know how they did it.
I was just trying to find out
Look,
how.
I get it. I wrote boy dick. But that's not why.
37 searches for how to bite a cock.
How does one train one to do that? That is the oddest thing to me. Is
I don't know.
Honestly, I think that's
how do you
Tim,
sell that as
Tim,
a training? It's like,
Tim,
okay, today we're going to learn how to bite off a foreskin.
I don't think there's any training involved. I think that they just know.
They just
know.
Yeah.
It's already in them.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Again, one of those weird things that I've learned from the show. I probably wish. Well, yeah, I definitely wish I'd never learned. But it's good to know now.
Yeah. I don't know how you didn't know about moyles. Dude, I heard about that years ago.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, because there was a
Moyles
fucking shitload
it's fucked.
of, what was it? One of the fucking STDs that was going around New York.
What I'm saying is
Through that.
Through the moyles. Yeah.
What
Yeah.
era did that start from? When did they say?
Fuck,
you
who
know
knows?
What? The best way to remove this is with our teeth.
Well, they call it the golden age. But yeah.
Probably a very long
No,
time.
I'm
ago.
Like, who do they sell that to? It's like, who the Jewish? Hey, I've got an idea. You know that this piece of skin they're not supposed to have down there.
Do you know who they sell it
I'm
to?
going to bite it off.
Hospitals.
Yeah,
No,
I'm
they
going to spit it into a jar and sell
They-
it to the hospital for some
they
more
sell it on
money.
the dark web
That's a pretty
eBay.
good. That's a pretty good.
With my
impression there.
fists.
Part of it went into very Russian. For
It
a
kind of
second.
did, yeah.
I'm working on it.
You get that down, I'll get my Nebuchadnezzar one back.
just-
I got to figure that one out again.
It's
You go down the street and then you take the little boy's winky and you go bite, bite, choo, choo, and then it comes off. A little bit tough and chewy, but
you
you'll
gotta
be okay.
go. No, it's the Men in Tights when they had the director. What's his name?
Mel Brooks.
Mel Brooks shows up. And with its small guillotine,
yeah.
take off. We just snip the tip.
Dude, Mel Brooks is great. Because his
And they're all
movies,
like, ugh,
his movies had
circumcision.
like
Circumcision.
just enough of the fucking goofy shit
Merchandising.
and the smart shit
Yeah.
to be right.
Yeah.
He had the right balance of goofy and smart.
Yeah.
That's why I hate a lot of like parody spoofy movies. Is they either go too far into the goofy
Wayans
bullshit.
Brothers, all the Wayans
I
brothers.
like those
Nope,
though.
it's too much.
I love
top.
I
Don't
like,
Be a Menace is great.
yeah, I
That
like
one-
Don't
no,
Be a Menace.
The scary movie ones.
I love Scary Movie.
I
You
think
didn't-
I think the
which
first
ones
one's
did you
okay.
hate?
Everything after the first one.
Well, the first one was 100% them.
Yeah.
The second one I don't think was
No,
100% them.
actually, I think they did the first two, and then it went.
No,
to the
I think they
Zucker
did the
brothers
first
in
two,
three.
but I don't think that they were as much
is involved in
the
making
writing and all that shit.
Because I know the
But the
third
first one
movie-
they put together all themselves,
Yeah.
and then same with Don't Be a Menace.
Right.
They were fucking awesome
The
movies.
third movie went to the guys that made Airplane, the Zucker brothers. They
Yeah,
made
those
this,
were
you know,
terrible.
Airplane was a goddamn good movie.
Yeah, that was a great.
First
movie.
and second.
I don't know. I haven't seen them.
Don't call me Shirley.
Yeah, the fucking first one's just
Wait.
perfect.
I am serious. Don't call me Shirley.
Don't call me Shirley.
Yeah. No, I know the joke.
I just want to tell you all, we're all counting on you. We wish you best of luck. And he comes in every 3 minutes and says that. To
Yeah.
the pilot.
Leslie Nielsen was great.
I like it when the old lady's talking jive to that
know-
to the black dude.
Oh, stewardess. I speak jive. She's a
speak
fucking
jive.
nun.
I know, right?
I've always wanted to learn jive. Really. Ever since I
Just
forget
hang
what I
loose,
saw.
bud. She's going to catch you up on a rebound with a better side.
Yeah.
I
It's so
think
badass.
jive sounds cool as shit.
It does.
I remember Blink 182 at the end of one of their albums had a section of jive shit that he started talking. It was fucking hilarious.
It's a dying language. We should bring it back.
It's a great. We should just do an entire podcast in jive.
Jive cast. What you talking about, fool?
And the most I could do is like, "What you talking about, Willis?"
You don't want me to dug on that no rap? What?
No, I love that shit.
Skit scat.
Yeah.
Is what it is.
It's badass.
Well,
All
that's-
right.
We're going to end on that, huh?
Yeah, we can end on
Is
that.
that it? Oh, wow.
Jive
It's already been
cast?
an hour, huh?
Jive
The
cast.
Jive Cast.
Send in
Buy
your
some
requests.
goddamn coffee.
Yes.
Did
Coffeebrandcoffee.com.
we change
You put
the-
in if you use the coupon code Garbage Pail Skids,
Yes,
which will
that
be
long ass
changed.
shit.
I'm gonna change it this week. We're gonna be changing, but for now it is Garbage Pail Skids, all one word, and you get 5% off your purchase. And there's a whole bunch of new teas available that were just
Yes.
added.
Loose
Get
leaf
yourself
teas or-
teabagged.
Yeah, get it.
Yeah,
At coffeebrandcoffee.com.
You're going to love it. We do.
Yes, you'll love
damn right.
our bags in your mouth. That's how you do.
And our mouths in
drink
your
tea, right?
bags.
Yeah, you put bags and beans in your mouth.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Eat the beans. All right. Goodbye, guys.
10 different teas.
10 different teas.
Yeah.
All right. Goodbye, everybody.